Hey, it's Rick here. So I am shooting today's video on the Canon G7X Mark II, and this is my replacement one, by the way. My first one had a hot pixel problem where I had this little white dot that was floating around on videos that I filmed, and that was a problem. So got rid of that one, got a new one, and the problem is gone. So we're all good. So in this video today, I just wanted to give you a good idea of basic vlogging capabilities on auto. Everything on the camera right now is set on auto. Auto white balance, auto focus, everything is on auto. So I can totally dial this thing in. I can get manual controls. I can change the aperture and all that for a better picture. But I wanted to give you guys a good feel for how it handles vlogging. Now, one thing to keep in mind with this camera is that it doesn't have the capability of plugging in an external mic. So you kind of get stuck with what you've got here. And that in itself, you just need to know what you're working with, because if you start walking and talking really fast, the mic's going to catch wind noise, and likewise, if you even have a little bit of a breeze, it's going to catch wind noise as well. So you can get creative and you can get like a little adhesive and put some kind of a wind furry on top of where that mic is to help combat that problem. But let's go ahead and take a look and see how everything on auto handles itself, not only with the audio, but also with the image quality. By the way, I've got my G7X Mark II attached to my Manfrotto Pixie. It's a really small tripod. I picked mine up at Target on clearance for like 10 bucks, and it's totally worth it with this camera. It works really, really well. I almost like it better than the Gorilla Pods. But let me go ahead and step outside. It's kind of dusk right now, so you're gonna get a good idea as to how it handles the light difference, or the change in light from going from indoors to outdoors to kind of a dusk environment. It's not super bright right now, but it's also not super dark. And then I'll go into my gazebo here that's pretty dark, and we'll see how it handles it. Hopefully there's no spiders in here. That'd be nasty. Haven't cleaned this out in a while. That's the one thing that I'm pretty impressed with this camera, is that it handles the low light really, really well. It's pretty dark in here, and it handles it pretty well. Now, one thing, if you've never used a camera like this before, it's got the flip up screen right here, so be sure to look at the lens and not up here, because then it'll just come out weird. So that's what it looks like coming into a dark environment, coming out into a lighter environment. And I'm going to flip the camera around and give you some examples of some footage here. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button for even more content. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the samples, and I'll have more on the way. Catch you next time. Now, one of the things that you can do is you can touch the screen to focus. So if it's not focusing fast enough for me, or if I want to kind of do the rack focus idea, I can touch on the fence there, and you see it comes into focus. Now I'm going to touch on Bambi. And that's a pretty cool feature to have. You can get really creative doing stuff like this. So take a look at that. That's pretty neat.